Hey guys, what's up? Yokorama here. I'm here today to bring you guys my review of the anime series known as Senki Zesshou Symphogear. So this is a 13 episode action sci-fi music anime series produced by the production studio Satellite. So the story is pretty much about magical girls that fight by activating their power by singing. So this is pretty much musical Maho Shoujo. The way the series starts off is Kaneda and Tsubasa, a pretty popular singing group in Japan known as Zweiwing, were actually having a concert and they were attacked during it by these alien things known as the Noise, that if they touch anybody they turn into ash. Our main character Hibiki was actually at that concert. She ends up getting attacked at the concert and Kaneda ends up saving her life by singing the swan song, which pretty much gives this huge power to her, but she dies in the end. So even though Hibiki gets severely wounded, she ends up surviving. But 2 years later, she sees this young girl being attacked by the Noise and she goes in to save her. And when she had no choice, when she's cornered by the Noise and she knows that the kid is gonna die, she's gonna die, she actually ends up activating the Symphogear power, which turns out to be Kaneda's power. And from then on, the story begins of her pretty much being a Maho Shoujo musical fighting girl or a musical Power Ranger girl. I don't even know. The transformations that happen every time they transform into their Symphogear power, there's always like this scene how they show them transforming, how their suit is put on them and stuff like that, which really reminded me of Power Rangers. It really does get annoying, but at the same time, it's quite funny. So, do I like this series? In my first impressions, I really did. I really did like the first episode because with the first episode, we saw Hibiki actually go berserk and lose control of her power, which is completely awesome. And it made me freak out saying like, wow, is this the next Maho Shoujo Madoka Magica? Oh my goodness. But pretty much a couple episodes after that, the show became so bad. I don't know, maybe it's because I put such high standards for it after the first episode, but it just did not live up to it. I was seriously just sitting there thinking, man, when is this show gonna finally end? It's so freaking stupid, so cliched. You can pretty much already guess what the character is gonna say before the character says it. From like the third episode, I already knew who the bad guy is, even though that bad guy was announced on like episode 10 or something like that. Just very predictable, very cliche, and just has nothing really going for it. I didn't like any of the characters except one, which I'll mention in a little bit. We got our main characters, which is pretty much the Power Rangers team. We got Hibiki, we got Tsubasa, and Chris, which shows up later on, and also Kaneda, the one that dies to save Hibiki. There's just nothing really I could say about these characters. They just sucked. The only character that is worth mentioning is Genjuro. He is so freaking manly. He has this like red hair, got his red shirt on, pink necktie which is tucked into his shirt, and he is super powerful. Like towards the end of the series, around episode 11 or something like that, he's fighting actually the main villain of the series. And the main villain's like, why are you so powerful? You don't have a Symphogear. You're just this regular dude. You're a regular human. How are you so powerful? And his reply is, because I'm a real man. All I do is sleep, eat, and watch movies. And then he like smashes the villain. So he's pretty much the only cool thing about this series, at least for me. So this being a music anime, it didn't really have that great of a soundtrack. The opening, I listened to it a couple times and I just couldn't get into it. The background music, it kind of wanted to be this upbeat techno-ish type thing, but I just never really caught on to it. I kind of enjoyed it for the first couple episodes, but that's about it. I couldn't care less for it later on. The animation kind of sucked as well. Satellite didn't put much effort into this one. A lot of still images, and during the fight scenes they felt kind of awkward, but there was a few pretty decent shots though, but overall they could have done a lot better. So yeah guys, final thoughts on Senki Zesshou Symphogear. The first few episodes were fun and pretty awesome actually, but later on I just couldn't wait for it to end. Do I recommend it? No, I do not recommend this series to anyone who likes original type anime series. This is pretty much just one of the most cliched anime, but with a music genre. But if you enjoy these sort of cliche type Mahou Shoujo-ish series, then you might get some fun out of this one. But yeah, guys, leave me your thoughts and comments below if you guys have seen this series. Do you agree, disagree? Looking forward to reading those. And if you guys still go ahead and check out this series, then come back to this video and leave me a comment below. Tell me what you guys' first impressions is on it. Always fun to read those comments as well. But yeah, guys, I'm Yokurama. Facebook and Twitter in the description below, so don't forget to like and follow me there. Like, favorite, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you enjoy these sort of videos. And baby, I'm out. Peace.